Are you looking to build an amazing cloud computing career? Do you want to know how to get the advice and the guidance to be as successful as possible in as short a time as possible? If so, this video is for you. Hi, my name is Michael Gibbs, and I'm the founder and CEO of Go Cloud Architects, and we're an organization dedicated towards building high-performance cloud computing careers. I've been working in technology for over 25 years, and I've been coaching or mentoring others to get their first tech job or get promoted in tech for more than 2 decades, and it's something I really love. But today we're going to talk about asking for advice, spotting bad advice, and how to avoid the truly dangerous advice, which we see all day. So we want to make this as a public service announcement to teach you how to get the best advice. Every day I see a post on LinkedIn, Facebook, or another site. And the post is quite simply, I want to move to the cloud. Which certification should I get? And the person answering this question is seriously well-intentioned. They want to work hard and build themselves a career. And we love that. This is terrific. And you know what? We love the power of the internet and the community to advise people, bring people together. This is great. Here's the problem. When someone says, I'd like to move to the cloud, and what certification should I get? This person instantly gets 50 to 100 of everybody's favorite certifications. And here's why this is challenging. Typically, it's a gut response. What should I do? And someone says, get a developer one, get a maintenance one, get an operations one, get an architecture one, get a security one, get a network one. Why is all this variation? If the person says, I want to move to the cloud, the response is going to be, here's what I do on the cloud. 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 And guess what? Every job that existed before in the network and the data center, for the most part, exists in the cloud too. It's not like these jobs went away. They just got moved. So there are a lot of IT jobs. So the question needs to be asked is, I want to be a cloud architect. What should I do? Or I want to be a sysops professional. What should I do? Now, that's part of the problem. See, it's really important to be laser focused on what you want. For example, one of my closest friends is a mechanic, and he is the absolute best at fixing things. He's a genius at it. I have more respect for him and his mechanical abilities than I can even describe. I wish I could use my hands and build things, but I can't. Now, if I'm sick, I'm going to go to the doctor to take care of me. Not one of my best friends that's a great mechanic. Why? The doctor's trained in medicine. He knows how to fix me. The mechanic knows how to pretty much fix my car or fix anything around my house because he's a mechanical genius. He can even design things, but it's a different skill set. And as an employer, I'm going to hire the skill set that I need. So where are we bringing this back to the discussion? If someone says, I want to be a cloud architect, and they get 1 million responses that are totally not related to the cloud, it's problematic. Why is it so problematic? The average salary of a cloud architect is approximately $600 per day or $12,000 per month. So when you want to build your career, you want to build it as fast as possible. If it costs you a year of bouncing around with not knowing where to begin, that's $155,000 on average of wasted income. Now that's expensive. So the opportunity cost of not working is expensive. So how do you ask these questions? If you want to use the internet, be specific. I would like to be a cloud infrastructure architect that focuses on the network. I've been working in networking for this period of time. I have this background in the cloud, but I really want to do this. How could you guide me? Now, hopefully you'll get better responses, but not necessarily. So here's how you're going to go look and evaluate the responses to make sure that they're actually good. You're going to have to look at what the people tell you, and are they credible? So you've got to first know the job. See, if a cloud engineer is advising you on a cloud architect role, that's a problem because they're different jobs. A cloud engineer is a system builder. A cloud architect is a systems designer. Very different in their roles, very different in their knowledge base. Both equally important, just different. A cloud sysops person is the maintenance person of the system. They have a very different skill set. So much so that a cloud architect may never in their career touch the management console, CLI, or code anything. Now, a cloud engineer is going to be working with the CLI, the management console's APIs every day. And they might be doing some coding and scripting too. A sysops person, by comparison, is going to be using Terraform and CloudFormation, and they're going to be working with this stuff constantly and scripting and coding. All different skill sets for all different jobs. All valuable, all great. but different. And if you train for the wrong one, it's going to be very hard to actually get hired for the one that you desire. So if it takes a year to get somewhere because there's focus or lack of distraction, this is bad advice because it's about $155,000 cost to the person. So that's why we are so focused on asking the right questions and being laser focused on our advice. Now let's tell you how you actually look at the advice that's given, weed out the information that's not relevant to your career, and pick the best advice so you can be maximally successful. So when you get responses from people to your questions, I want you to look carefully at the responses. First and foremost, do they actually work in the job you want? If the answer is no, ignore it. They don't know how to get there, or they'd be there themselves. Or they're working the way to get there, but it's just not reliable, trustworthy information, so completely ignore it. Next, look for someone that has 5 to 10 years experience in that role. It takes on average of 10,000 hours to be an expert, which is 40 hours a week for 5 years. So before that, someone doesn't have that level of expertise. So you want someone that's got that level of seniority. And what you should be looking for in a title is senior, principal, or distinguished if you're dealing with, say, an architect. Or you should be looking for a manager or a senior manager or director or a VP that would be doing the hiring. Why? Either the people have been there or these are the people doing the hiring. In either case, what they want is to purchase someone with the right skills to hire them. So they know exactly what to do because that's all they do. Now, whenever you're dealing with statistics, you got to throw away the anomalies. So basically, if you've got 10 managers saying one thing and 10 distinguished or principal architects saying the same thing, and you've got 2 statistical outliers that are saying completely different things, initially throw out the statistical outliers, generate a hypothesis and test it and see if it works. If it works, you know you're definitely in the right way. Ask more people based upon the hypothesis generated by analyzing the results from people. That's how you get good advice. Make sure the person is credible, make sure they're in the position, make sure they're knowledgeable to be able to advise you. And this is just super important. And again, we're doing this because we want you to have your best career. We understand that there are so many well-intentioned people, and we love that. We just want to make sure that someone's well-intentions does not hurt you. And see, the reality is this: if you go for your interview and you're building a resume, when you've got a laser-focused resume, an architecture that's got all architecture stuff, or an operations person that's got all operations things, this together creates a beautiful holistic package. But when you've got a little of this, a little of this, and a little of this, it shows lack of focus, which makes hiring managers take this person less seriously, which typically lowers their salary and lowers their opportunity. So plan for exactly what you want, fight hard, go achieve it, build the career of your dreams. This is Michael Gibbs from Go Cloud Architects telling you how to avoid dangerous advice. Let me tell you about some things that we do to boost your cloud computing career. On every Monday and every Thursday, we have a completely free How to Get Your First Cloud Architect Job. And on this webinar, we do the following. We basically tell you what the hiring manager desires. We tell you how to get real experience. We tell you things that you can do to bypass HR to be directly seen by the hiring manager so you can get hired. We do this completely free on Mondays and Thursdays, and then we have an hour question and answer session. And during this session, you can ask any questions and we'll answer them in real time to help you in your cloud computing career. Again, completely free. Now, every Tuesday, we have a lot of fun. We invite people from all over the globe to join our Cloud Architect Career Challenge. And we give you the chance to be a cloud architect for the day. And what you'll do is you'll interview me and ask for business, legal, technical requirements of a solution. And I will give you these informations, and you will get to design the cloud architecture on the fly with the rest of the people in the group. And of course, we'll mentor you, coach you, or guide you. And by the end of this, you're going to know that if you're job ready or what you need to do to get job ready. So we do this completely free. It's on every Tuesday. Now, on most Wednesdays, not all, but whenever we can, we have a completely free YouTube live question and answer session. And basically, you can bring us any questions you have about your career, and we will answer them real time because we want to do everything we can to assist the cloud architect community. Now, if you're working on certifications, guess what? We've got a lot of them, and they're all free. And I'll leave them all linked below. We have a completely free AWS Certified Solution Architect Associate ebook and course. The link is in the description below, completely free. We have a completely free AWS Certified Solution Architect Professional course, more architecture-based than engineering-based. And I'll leave the link for that below. Again, completely free. And we have a completely free AWS Advanced Networking Certification Program, completely free. I'll leave the link in the description below. I want to thank you so much for the opportunity to spend this time with you while we're watching this video. I don't take being a part or a mentor or part of this cloud architect community very lightly. I've been working in this industry for 25 years in tech, and I love it. There's nothing better in the entire world, and I just want to share my knowledge and experiences to help you have the best career. I look forward to seeing you in another video very soon. Take care.